Alright guys, welcome back to the fourth episode of my Football Manager 19 save with Leeds United. As you know, this is the save where we're just trying to do one season, get them into the Premier League, and then we'll just hopefully try and win the league. We were predicted to finish in fourth before the season started, so we may have to go through the playoffs, but we are looking very good at the moment. If I show you where we last left off, obviously the last episode we finished with Sheffield Wednesday, we lost 2-1. We just didn't play particularly well in that one. But then we move across to the Hull City game, which I played off camera. This is another game that we pretty much completely dominated. Saying that though, we didn't in the first half. The first half was quite disappointing performance. We didn't have many highlights, but all the highlights were pretty much for Hull. But I had a word with them at half time, and they sorted it out. They decided to actually show up, and as you can see once again on the screen there was Roof who came up with the goals. Let's make sure this is slightly turned down. Let me continue. So this was late into the first half. Todd Kane here, really lucky goal. I mean, it's just found its way through. It's terrible goalkeeping, but ultimately it wasn't their skill that's caused that. Click passes it through to Alioski. Lovely there, and look at that. Roof is there from Alioski's cross. Them two have been a lethal partnership. Click's got it. This is 90th minute. At this point, we probably did deserve to take the win. We played very well in the second half. Clark, who I brought off the bench to Roof, played phenomenal. Really good to see that from them. Like I said, at half time, I had to really get in at them. And we did rest a couple of players. We started with Helm instead of Connolly. We took Janssen off late in the game because he was getting really tired. We started O'Kane as well because Allbeck was a little bit tired and I wanted him fresh for the Brentford game. Clark, I'm kind of rotating with him and Hernandez at the moment. Hernandez has been complaining he's not getting enough game time, so that's why I started him in this game. So that's that one out of the way. So that was a very good performance. Obviously now that does put us back into first on goal difference ahead of Aston Villa, who are still having an incredible goal season themselves. Their only loss was to Preston, who are in 7th, so they're doing pretty well as well. I mean, now if you see on the top goal scorers, Kamaru 14 out of 11 games, already twice as many as Tammy Abraham, so doing really well there. So if we progress forward a little bit now, we can select the lineup for the Brentford game. Of course, we're still without pretty much our main man, Barry Douglas, who's been incredible for us this season. That's incredibly disappointing. We still haven't got Cooper back. We did have Phillips. It's sort of back-ish, but I don't really want to play him if I can help it. I think I'm going to leave him on the bench just in case, but I want him to be available for the under-23s. So in terms of rotation, we're going to start Jack Clark. He played really well when he came off the bench for the last sort of 5 minutes or so. With the last game, I think we're going to put Connolly back in for Helm. Connolly has actually been really good for us when he's played. We really like him. We're going to take out O'Kane, put Forshaw in that Mazzala role, and then we'll put Albeck back in the team. He's got a really strong relationship with the players as well already, so that's really good to see. Still got Tyler Roberts, who I've not really been impressed when he's come on. Not massively been impressed with Bamford either, but I think I'd rather have Bamford on the bench. He's maybe a slightly more lethal goal scorer. So I think that's what we're going to go with. We're going to put Berardi onto support just because I feel like I've actually hit early crosses rather than work into the box. I feel like with our crossing ability, although Berardi hasn't got amazing crossing, it's not too bad. We all know Alien's got a good crossing at 12. Clark as well at 14, and Alioski with 13. I think if we can get the ball into Roof, he can just do magic wonders with it. So we're now going to submit the team and go into the game. Hopefully we'll come out of this with a win, but if we were to drop points, this is the sort of game we'd expect to drop points in. I think we're going to calmly say, it's all over to you now, have a good one. Because they know what they need to do. I don't need to remind them how important this game is. So yeah, they will hit up. Oh wow. We almost concede a chance within the first 20 seconds, which is quite worrying. But hopefully we can instantly gain control of the game. If we're not controlling the game very well in terms of possession, I might work the ball into the box back on, and that was quite unlucky there from Connolly. A good effort from the corner. They've got the ball down here, down the right hand side. Forshaw does brilliantly to win it back. Alioski with another early cross, like we've asked in the instructions, and Roof very unlucky there. It would have been a very difficult goal to score, but it was a good effort, and now we've got a corner. Albeck for the delivery. Can anything come of this? Click back out to Alioski. I think it's going to be end of the highlight now, isn't it? Oh no, Roof's got the ball. And is anything going to happen? We're just going to keep working it around. Click's got it into Forshaw. Click again. Forshaw. Albeck whips it in. And it's a foul. I think that's probably going to be the end of the highlight then. That was a very long, unnecessary highlight. Okay, so we've got control of the chances in the game. We still haven't got all the ball. Maybe not as much as I would have liked, but this is the sort of game we'd expect to be a lot tougher against Brentford. We know they've got a very good team in real life and in the game. And Alioski again, look at that, looking for that early ball. Roof charges them down as they're pressing forward. Can Aileen control it? Yes, he can. I'm liking how we're pushing hard to get the ball back as soon as we lose it. It's invaluable to the team. And there he is. Alioski with another assist to add to his tally, and Jack Clark, brought back into the team over Hernandez, comes up with his first goal of the season. And I'm very pleased with that, so let's move on. Hopefully we can gain a bit more control of possession to go along with our chances and maybe get a second goal up. Jack Clark chooses to header it rather than take it down. It's quite disappointing, but it's away from danger for now. And look at that pressing. The only problem, I think, towards the end of the season, we're going to notice a lot of fatigue. Is that they're going to punish us? Adubejo, Moses, we'll call him, has managed to header it in at the far post, and that's very unfortunate. I think lack of possession is hurting us. I don't want to take off early crosses purely because we've already seen 3 highlights in this game of us. That's working to our favour, but we're not holding the ball enough, so I think I might have to. Now at half time, I'm not disappointed with the team. I'm disappointed that we conceded the goal, but I'm not disappointed with the overall performance, so I think we need to assertively say, let's give the fans the performance. So, wow, Alioski has not reacted well to that at all. I think we'll just passionately say, I know you're capable of making a difference. Alioski's stressed. I'm not sure how I like that. We'll leave him on for now because he's had quite a good game. We're going to work it into the box now because I want to retain possession rather than give it away, and try and create more opportunities by working and opening rather than just hitting the ball long. So it's 1-1, 50 minutes in. Let's see if there's an improvement in possession as the next sort of 15 minutes goes on. We're actually still losing more possession, which is a bit strange. Obviously Alioski is stressed. Roof's not had a good game. He's picked up a booking along with Forshaw. In terms of our options, I feel we can go. We're going to take Roof off because Bamford does want more game time. He's been quite good when we put him as a poacher, so I'll put him as a poacher there. We could take Forshaw off, but we don't really have. I guess we could put Calvin Phillips on. I'm actually going to put Calvin Phillips on if we know what he's like. Switch him around with Click. Click. What footed is he? He's right footed. We're actually going to switch these roles around, so we're going to put box to box on the left, Clickers and Mazzala on the right, and we're going to go with that, and hopefully we can, if we tell them to show some passion, hopefully that'll make a difference to the team. Here we are, got the ball back from the goal kick. Garai's got it down the left hand side into Albeck. Alioski's picked up the ball. He's been phenomenal, although he's been stressed this game. Here we are, Aylin. Oh, has he been brought down? Is that a penalty? I think it's a penalty. Alioski's been brought down there. And Alioski take a penalty. Now, is the fact he's stressed going to cause him to miss this? Let's hope not. No, he tucks it away. Of course he does. we are actually going to put ourselves to cautious because I'm a little bit worried that they can get back into this. We're just going to time waste just a little bit. And I think we'll slow the pace down and regroup when we lose possession, as to not be exploited. Because we are playing cautiously now, we're not trying to dominate the ball as much. But we're still going to work it into the box. We still want to be able to create an opening like that. So hopefully we can hold on. What is Berardi doing there? He let forces go straight through, and Janssen's just done phenomenal again. He's another player, along with the majority of our team, who's played amazing for us. Oh, Bamford's going to beat him. That was terrible defending by the defender there. And Alioski's got it into click. That's unfortunate. But this is why I wanted to change the system to regroup, because they had an opportunity there from our pressing. It looks like Halbeck's picked up a little knock. We are going to bring him off. Although I've taken off Forshaw, who's pretty much the only one other than Kane who can play there. I don't really like Kane in that role. Who else can? Phillips can play that role, can't he? So we'll put him in there. I didn't really want to play him there, but it'll have to do for now. Now we just need to hold on. I think we're going to lower our tempo, time waste more frequently. We don't need to pass into space now. I think I'm happy with that. In fact, we don't even need to counter anymore because we're winning the game, so we can just hold our shape when we win the ball back, rather than looking for that third goal. Can we hold on? Good clearance by Connolly. Sawyers picks it up into McLeod. Not very good with these names. That's it. We've won. Fantastic. Alioski was brilliant, despite maybe not having the best mental state. But we've come out of a win. I think we deserved it. We weren't in heads and shoulders above the other team, but we done well. So I'm happy with that. Albeck did pick up a knock. He's out for 1 to 3 days, but hopefully he'll be back for the next game. Just won't be able to. Oh, we've got an international break. We've actually got an international break now after that win. So I think what I'll do, pause the recording here, and I'll come back if we've got sort of any more updates in the inbox, or otherwise it will be ready for the next game. Because we're going to go straight into the second game, which will be the second one in this episode, the last one in this episode, against Blackburn, and then we'll come back. We'll come back for that very shortly. Alright, so we're here on the squad selection page for the game against Blackburn. We are away from home, and we've just had our international break, and most of our players have come back in really good condition. It's just Janssen and maybe Clark who haven't. Now I'm going to take Janssen out. It's a bit controversial, but we don't want him to become too tired for the rest of the season. I think if we go to the medical centre, it says here that, well, it did moments ago say that, just before I got to the game, said that Janssen, Dallas, Phillips and Alioski had a high risk of injury. So with that in mind, we're going to rotate a little bit for this game. So Clark is going to come out for Pablo Hernandez, who's going to play as that advanced playmaker on support. And we are going to bring in Jack Harrison here for Alioski to give him a bit of a break. Even though he's been insane, he'll be the first person who comes off. Now, Bamford came to me and he was unhappy with his game time. Now, what we're going to do is we've listed him for loan. We said we want him to go on loan. So because of that, even though he can't go until January, we're going to make sure that Tyler Roberts is our sort of second choice now. So he's going to say there. Izzy Brown is now finished and his sort of injury layoff and started rehabilitation. So maybe in 4 weeks we'll have him back. The only problem with that is he doesn't fit massively into any of our positions, but can be a good rotational option for quite a few. So that's really good. In terms of the midfield, we're just going to play the midfield as it is. I'm very happy with this midfield. In fact, I'm lying because I'm going to start Calvin Phillips. I think he's ready to start a game now. Heavy match fatigue. No, I don't want to risk an injury again. He's too influential, so he's going to go in there. So let's. I think we are actually going to go back to work the ball into the box because that did work for us last time. Everything else is fine. We'll go on balanced, and we'll start the game. what should we say to the boys? Right, we don't want to put too much pressure on. I want to ignore recent praise in the media and just play your natural game. Helm is happy with that, the youngster at centre back. Hopefully the experience of Connolly next to him will help him out in this game. Janssen will be a miss, but if anything happens, we have him on the bench for that experience. We've got a really good bench actually, so Ruth obviously starts as they have a highlight early in this game. Click does really well to get the header out there. Oh no, we're going to get caught out here. Oh no, we've got it. Okay, brilliant. This could be a good opportunity for us now. As Ruth pressing forward. Come on guys, use that gegenpress mentality to close them down, get the ball back. Atkins down the right hand side, and wow, brilliant save from Casilla. They probably should have scored that. And it's not looking too good for us early in this game, but what's happened there? Fouled the goalkeeper? Okay. So we need to calm down a bit, win control of the ball again. They're having too many opportunities for my liking. Oh, good block. Evans has the ball. Everything is going through Nyambe. I think we're going to have to do something about that. Okay, Ben Barrington with a great goal. Now, Nyambe is having way too much of the ball, so we need to mark him tighter, press him harder. We don't want to... I don't want to tackle too hard. So... And this guy's right-footed, so let's show him onto his... where's it gone? Okay, don't know what happened there, but when this little bit is over, we need to make sure we show him onto his weak foot as well. So, alright. So, opposition instructions, Nyambe, let's show him onto his left foot, which will be his weaker foot, that's fine. Just so he doesn't get the ball as much. But right, yeah, because Berardi's getting caught out. So we're actually going to, as well, lower our tempo and lower the passing so that we can keep it to ourselves and rather than just giving the ball away stupidly. Because the first 20 minutes they've been the better team by far, so we need to do better here. Mark Adam Armstrong. Has anything improved since then? Oh dear. Picking up a yellow card, click with the free kick. Oh, we hit the crossbar, and Matthew Connolly with his second goal of the season already for a centre back. That's brilliant. He brings us back into this game. Hopefully. Well, I mean, obviously that's going to change the half-time team talk if it stays like this. I'm not going to go shouty on them. We're just going to encourage them to go back out there and win the game for us if it stays like this. Remember, again, we've got to close him down. That's why I've given him the instructions to do that. Close him down more. Bradley Dack. To read. Do you know what? We're going to turn this up just slightly. Just slightly. I mean, we have actually gained a lot more in the possession since we've made that slight tactical tweak, which is very good. And we've got the goal as well. Obviously that was from a set piece. Right. Whoa. Okay, so I said the media's given him a lot of credit. Go and put out a worthy display. This is worrying. I don't really know how I can... Okay, that's fine. Let's just go. Hopefully we can still get a good result out of this game, despite the team looking very confused there. Oh, that's not going to be a red card, surely not. Oh, we've got a red card and that really changes the outlook of the game. Who can play there? We've got no one in the team who can comfortably play wing back. I wonder if... It actually looks like Albeck is the best choice for it, although he's not very quick, and he's right-footed. Oh, he's left-footed actually. Okay, put him as a fullback onto support, and Harrison will have to be more of a supporting winger. In fact, we're going to put Alioski on. He's more suited to that. So, how do we change this then? We want to stay. We want to come back a bit. We're too high on the pitch. Don't need to press as hard now. Let's regroup. Slowly pace down. What else are we going to do? I think we need to be way more direct and keep the tempo lower. We can no longer work into the box. We just simply don't have the personnel in the team. We don't want to prevent drop kick distribution, so we'll take Roof off that pressing forward role. We could be in trouble here. And with that in mind, we're going to change a couple of these roles. So Click's going to stay as a box-to-box. Forshaw can come in there. I think maybe we'll put Calvin Phillips in instead of Click in the next sort of 10 minutes. But we'll have to continue like that. Hernandez with a corner. Roof's there. Very unlucky. We should. Oh, I say unlucky. He should have done better there, really. That was a terrible throw-in. What is that? Now they've got an opportunity with Nyambe again, who's been so good. Have we just fouled him in the box? Oh, we've given away a penalty. Perfect. Now, oh, he's hit the post. Okay, we're going to go on to cautious now because we know they're going to have the majority of the ball at this stage. Hernandez, can he do a good delivery? Oh, unlucky. If we don't have anyone else who can play there, assistant manager. Good. Good hold from the goalkeeper. What can you do with it now? Out to Aiden, one of our best players. I think I say that all the time, but he truly is. And now we've lost the ball. Perfect. Nambe again. Everything is going through him. And once again, everything's going through him. Good block. Bradley Dack. No! I mean, we know how good Dack is. So disappointed after we played really well, all things considered. We're going to have to stay on this, I think, though. But it's time to change personnel. So Click, you're coming off for Phillips. Roof hasn't really done anything. But we don't have, I was going to say we can use a target man, but we don't really have a target man on the bench. How tall is Roof? 5'10". How tall is Roberts? 6 foot. Jumping reach is 10, head and 11. That's not good enough for a target forward. Don't know why I put Janssen in box to box. Is there anything else we can do here? Do you know what I'm actually going to do? I'm going to stick on regroup. We want to distribute quickly over the defence, I think. Hopefully. But we are going to press higher again. And in fact, we're going to put a higher line of engagement. We need to win. We need to get a goal to get a point out of this game. So we're supposed to be more positive with the ball. It might actually be the death of us. I'm going to burst a counter press because I want a goal. I want us to win that ball back, even though we're on 10 men. Can we get anything from this game as they have a corner? Terrible clearance. What has happened there? We got the ball back. Just off the, well, not even that close to the line, really. Come on, lads, have we got anything else for the last 10 or so minutes? Do you know what? We're already losing. Let's go attacking. And let's put Tyler Roberts in there. Let's try and nick that goal lay on. Got to get creative for the last couple of minutes, guys. Come on. Don't think it's going to happen. No. I think we lost this game. Very disappointing. But we did have a red card, so... And what's really frustrating as well is he's the only other left back we've really got in the team. If we go to team report and squad depth, our other 3 good left backs are on loan, which I didn't have any control over. That was before I took over the team. And obviously Douglas is out, so we don't really have anyone to play left back. And we'll have to play maybe Alioski there, I think, which is going to be really detrimental to our play going forward. So that's it. We lost the game. I don't really want to say I'm disappointed because we had a red card. Obviously I'm disappointed with Berardi for getting the red card, but we can't argue with the rest of the team's performance. So, Berardi, I mean, we're going to give him a warning. Don't want to fine him, because, although we probably should. I think that's where we'll leave it there. Let's go to the schedule. Obviously now that puts us, we're still in first. Aston Villa also lost their game. Who did they play? They lost to Swansea, who were in third actually, not far behind us now. So now we've got Ipswich, who are in 22nd, Forest in 24th, Wigan in 16th, West Brom in 15th. These are all games I hope we can win. We're going to play all 4 off camera, and then we're going to return for the Bristol City game. So, in fact, Bristol City aren't even doing that well. Where was their predicted finish? 11th. Okay. Yeah, we'll play 4 games and come back for the Bristol City game. So, I hope you've enjoyed. I've actually just bought Football Manager 2020, so when this season is over I'll do a series on Football Manager 2020. I had a little bit of practice while it was for free anyway with my Wolves season, so probably do some sort of Road to Glory next on that when this season finishes. So I hope you've enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you for another one.